What's good, YouTube? This video is going to be about fake nice guys and guys that pretend to be good men until they're exposed. So I'm still going over questions for the live that I didn't get to because we had so many super chats. I keep telling y'all, it's not like a super chat-a-thon, but it can turn into that really quick. And I'm going to answer those questions because it would just be rude and disrespectful not to answer the questions of people who help my family. So it's not about super chats for me, but things can become very super chat dominant in my lives, and I don't mind that at all. But for those of you who can't super chat, I still want to answer some of these questions that I found in the thread. So the next question I'm going to address is this one. Somebody said, what if he's really sweet at first? I hurt his feelings accidentally with something I said, and now he is rude, ignores me, and is borderline disrespectful. Is this the real him? Yes. Yes, that's the real him. He was really sweet at first because he was pretending he wanted something from you. Now he's treating you like shit because he still wants something from you, but he has to teach you a lesson. He has to teach you how to treat him through disrespecting you. The portions of his personality that he showed you were not genuinely who he was. A man capable of mistreating you was always going to mistreat you. You didn't say the wrong thing. I have these conversations with clients all the time. They feel like, oh man, I really messed up. I'm like, well, tell me all about it. And they be like, well, he was super sweet. He say exactly what you say. And maybe even a couple of dates, he was like really, really nice. And then at some point they say something or do something that he doesn't like or he doesn't approve of. And all of a sudden they get a completely different character than the guy that they had grown accustomed to. But because they had seen a nicer version of him, they had seen his sweeter side, they blamed themselves for the new version of him on display. They keep kicking themselves in the ass thinking, man, I shouldn't have did this. I shouldn't have did that. So the whole vibe of the relationship becomes superior, subordinate, him being the superior, them being the subordinate, trying to prove themselves worthy of the treatment that they got for 5 minutes before he decided to show his ass. Now listen, whether you are a man or a woman, if somebody can change the whole trajectory of the relationship and the vibe and the treatment and the character and the integrity and the fairness and the patience and the energy that they give you simply because you pissed them off once, they were never that person to begin with. They were only pretending. A lot of times narcissists and manipulators will try to reel you in with nice behavior, but it's not genuine to who they are. It's only a hook. Like if you were going fishing. That's not a real worm. It's a bait worm, and that fish will find out when he bites on that hook, but he'll be stuck at that point. That's kind of what happens sometimes when people pretend to be good people, pretend to be nice guys, pretend to be people who have certain values that we admire in them. The change of behavior manipulates you into thinking that you caused it, therefore you can stop it or you can change it back. It gives you the false sense of security that you have any influence over this person at all, causing you to work your ass off, kiss their ass, and do everything in your power to, again, be deserving of the good treatment that you got for the first 5 minutes of the relationship. Usually when that good treatment disappears, that was it. It's not coming back, except in spurts, when they want something extra from you. If you get with the guy who can change his whole personality profile because he's upset or he's angry, get the hell away from him. Get far from him. Because he's probably going to be a very dangerous individual, and he's doing it strategically. It's not that he can't control himself or he can't unfeel what he's feeling. It's because he's choosing to treat you like this. He wants to punish you. Some people love punitive behavior, that is to punish you and to discipline you, to make you suffer for the things that you've done. It's not even corrective as much as it's almost torturous what they offer you for having the boldness to go against them or to say anything that they don't like. These people are up their own ass so far that they don't believe that they're doing anything wrong. Usually when you get with a guy like this, he's probably on the narcissistic spectrum. Few people not on the narcissistic spectrum can change their personalities at the drop of a hat and start committing to treating people poorly. If a real nice person is hurt, it's very difficult for them to just change their nature and be something else completely. You might get rude or an emotional response in that moment, but that's not who they're going to turn into. Sometimes genuine and very nice people are upset with themselves for not being able to treat people like shit who they believe have slighted them. Sometimes they have to learn how to treat people how people deserve to be treated sometimes. A lot of times, people can treat them like shit or offend them over and over again, and they still have trouble giving those people that same ugly energy back. And men or women who are genuinely like that can't just change on the drop of a hat. And the person who's choosing to treat you like shit to punish you for something you said probably lacks empathy and compassion, again, which probably leads again to them being higher on the narcissistic spectrum, and also probably more prone to abuse their partners in emotional ways and even physical ways. No one has ever described a great person to me or a great man who resumed that great behavior after some phase of treating someone like shit or treating someone poorly. I've never met that woman. I've coached over 4,000 women, and I have never met the woman who's gotten the respect back that she got the first time after she pissed one of these people off. It doesn't happen. These people aren't capable of going back because now they feel very comfortable treating you like shit. And as long as you take it, there's no reason for them to go back. They only go back when they lose you or they lose the resource in you that they're seeking. That's when you get that 5 minutes of return that, oh, he was really sweet this week. I can't believe it. We had such a great time. He treated me like a queen. Next week, you're getting treated like shit again. So enjoy these 5 minutes. Welcome to your toxic relationship. If the guy has a propensity to form patterns of rudeness, of disrespect, of aggression, then this will be a cycle that he uses at his disposal when he realizes that you don't have the standards to not take this shit. You teach people how to treat you with what you accept from them. And as I said in a previous video, what somebody tries to give you is their problem. That's their bad. But what you accept is yours. If you're taking shit from a man because he was nice to you and smiled a lot in the first couple of days you met him, you're only teaching him how to mistreat you and get what he wants from you. You're only teaching him how to properly and efficiently pull the most from you while giving the least of himself. You cannot teach one of these people how to be a better person, so don't try. A man who's looking to learn this thing about you isn't looking to change once he's acquired that knowledge. So when you teach people that you take shit, that's what they'll give you forever. And patterns efficient and appropriate enough to get what they want from you. So when a guy starts doing this, if a person just makes a complete 180 in their behavior and their character and the way they handle you or mishandle you, you need to leave. You need to go away. You don't really know a person until you piss them off. I've always said this. Until you see me angry, until you see me upset, until you see me furious, you don't really know me. You don't know what I'm capable of. But these people are showing you. They're giving you a hint. If you offend them a little bit, they start treating you this badly. Wait until you really piss them off. Wait until you give them a reason to be upset. Wait until their emotions are connected to you and not just their intellect or their manipulation abilities. Wait until it's not strategic, but it's actually out of control. You're in danger. Get the fuck away from people like that. Don't deal with men like that. Anyway, yes, that's his true self. He was never the nice guy he showed you to begin with. This doesn't make all nice guys fake narcissists. Stop that bullshit. I'm so tired of women trying to pretend like every decent person is a fake wolf in sheep's clothing and all of this shit. It's just a thing that some narcissists are doing and doing very well. But that doesn't mean you need to disbelieve every decent guy or every sweet person that comes into your life. Anyway, I hope this helps. Follow me at KidVic24 on Instagram. I'll get with y'all later. I'll be answering more of these live questions that I missed in upcoming videos.